The story of the Illuminati begins not in the shadowy corridors of modern power, but in the intellectual ferment of 18th-century Europe. On May 1, 1776, a Bavarian professor named Adam Weishaupt founded a secret society called the Order of the Illuminati. His goal was not world domination but rather to promote reason, liberty, and moral equality. He wanted to challenge the entrenched power of the state and the church, envisioning a world guided by enlightened principles. This group attracted a small but influential membership of intellectuals, officials, and freethinkers who shared Weishaupt's ideals for a more just society, operating through secret cells to avoid persecution. However, the original Illuminati's existence was remarkably short-lived. The Bavarian authorities, deeply suspicious of any organization that challenged their absolute control, grew increasingly alarmed by the society's secretive nature and radical ideas. In 1785, the ruler of Bavaria, Duke Karl Theodor, issued a series of edicts that officially banned all secret societies, including the Illuminati. The group was dismantled, its members were scattered, and its papers were seized and published by the government to expose its supposed plots. Within a decade of its founding, the historical Illuminati had effectively ceased to exist, its brief chapter seemingly closed forever. Despite its swift demise, the idea of the Illuminati refused to disappear. Instead, it transformed into something far more potent and enduring: a myth. Over the next 2 centuries, the name became a byword for any powerful, clandestine group believed to be manipulating world events from behind the scenes. This modern interpretation bears little resemblance to Weishaupt's original vision. Today, the term Illuminati is used as a catch-all symbol for a supposed secret elite pulling the strings of governments, economies, and cultures, a powerful narrative that thrives in the absence of any concrete, credible evidence. This transformation from a real historical society into a pervasive cultural myth is central to understanding its meaning in 2025. The Illuminati of popular imagination is not a continuation of the Bavarian order, but a complete reinvention. It has become a powerful symbol for anxieties about hidden control and unaccountable power. It represents a simple answer to complex questions about why the world is the way it is. The historical facts have been overshadowed by a legend that is far more dramatic and, for many, far more compelling than the truth of its brief, forgotten history. In the 21st century, the legend of the Illuminati finds its most fertile ground in the worlds of entertainment and popular culture. Conspiracy theorists meticulously scan music videos, award shows, and celebrity appearances for supposed proof of its influence. A simple hand gesture by a pop star like Beyoncé during her 2013 Super Bowl performance, or a triangular symbol in a film's set design, is immediately seized upon as a secret sign of allegiance to this hidden cabal. These symbols, often borrowed from various historical or religious contexts like the Eye of Providence, are reinterpreted as evidence of a vast, coordinated plot controlling the entertainment industry. The sporting world, particularly the American National Football League, has also become a focal point for such theories. The 2025 Super Bowl, for instance, was surrounded by claims of manipulation. One popular theory suggested the colors of the Super Bowl logo predetermined the competing teams. For 2025, the red and green hues were said to predict a matchup involving teams like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Furthermore, the high-profile relationship between pop superstar Taylor Swift and Chiefs player Travis Kelce was dismissed by skeptics as an orchestrated marketing ploy by the NFL to boost viewership and merchandise sales, rather than a genuine romance. These theories present a world where nothing is as it seems and no event, no matter how public, is free from hidden manipulation. The persistent success of the Kansas City Chiefs, who by 2025 had become a dominant force in the NFL, was frequently attributed to biased referees acting on instructions from a higher power. Every controversial call or unexpected victory was framed not as a result of skill, luck, or human error, but as another piece of a pre-written script designed to serve the commercial interests of a shadowy elite. The actual game becomes secondary to the narrative of control. Ultimately, these examples show how the modern Illuminati myth functions as a lens through which any event can be viewed with suspicion. It provides a ready-made framework for explaining away outcomes that people find surprising, unsatisfying, or simply too complex to understand otherwise. By linking celebrities and major sporting events to a grand conspiracy, the myth makes the world feel simultaneously more sinister and more comprehensible. It transforms passive entertainment into an active search for clues, turning every fan into a detective on the hunt for a truth that is always hinted at, but never fully revealed. The enduring appeal of Illuminati theories in 2025 can be largely explained by human psychology. In a world defined by complex global challenges, economic instability, and rapid technological change, many people feel a profound sense of powerlessness. Conspiracy theories offer a comforting, albeit dark, explanation for this feeling. They suggest that the world's problems are not the result of chaotic, impersonal forces, but the deliberate actions of a small, evil group. This narrative, while frightening, is often preferable to the alternative, that no one is truly in control and that events are largely random and unpredictable. These stories provide simple answers to very complicated questions. It is easier to blame a secret cabal for global inequality or political turmoil than it is to grapple with the intricate web of historical, economic, and social factors that actually produce these outcomes. The Illuminati myth casts ordinary people as innocent pawns in a grand game, absolving them of any responsibility while identifying a clear and unambiguous villain. This simplification is psychologically satisfying as it creates a clear sense of good versus evil, and offers a single target for frustration and anger, making a confusing world feel much more manageable. The rise of the internet and social media has been the single greatest catalyst for the spread of these ideas. Platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and X, formerly Twitter, have created echo chambers where misinformation can be shared instantly and widely, often without any fact-checking. Algorithms designed to maximize engagement tend to push users towards more extreme content, creating a feedback loop where belief is constantly reinforced. As a result, the Illuminati has become what some have called the least secret society in the universe. Its supposed symbols and plots discussed openly and endlessly in online forums across the globe. This digital amplification has turned a fringe belief into a mainstream cultural phenomenon. A person curious about a strange symbol can instantly find thousands of videos and posts confirming their suspicions, connecting them with a global community of fellow believers. This sense of community further solidifies belief, making it resistant to outside evidence or logical critique. The social validation found online provides a powerful incentive to continue believing, as the theory becomes not just an explanation for the world, but a core part of one's identity and social circle in an increasingly fragmented society. While countless hours are spent online debating mythical secret societies, real and documented efforts to fundamentally reshape society often proceed with far less public scrutiny. The focus on a phantom Illuminati can serve as a powerful distraction from the transparent actions of influential groups. A prime example of this in 2025 is Project 2025, a detailed policy blueprint drafted by the Conservative Heritage Foundation. This is not a secret plot whispered about in hidden chambers. It is a 900-page, publicly available plan designed to radically alter the United States government in the event of a new conservative administration. Project 2025 outlines a comprehensive agenda that includes expanding presidential power, dismantling federal agencies like the Department of Education, and systematically rolling back environmental protections. Its proposals, written by individuals and groups with clear political and financial interests, aim to reverse decades of policy on climate change by gutting the Environmental Protection Agency and withdrawing from global climate commitments. Unlike the vague and evidence-free claims about the Illuminati, the goals, authors, and funding sources of Project 2025 are a matter of public record, representing a tangible and organized political movement. The contrast between the Illuminati myth and the reality of Project 2025 is stark. While conspiracy theorists point to UN Agenda 2030 as a globalist plot, they often ignore the homegrown, well-funded initiatives that openly state their intention to centralize power and serve corporate interests. For example, investigations in 2024 revealed that Project 2025 included a presidential administration academy specifically designed to train future political appointees on how to implement its agenda. This is not a theory, it is a practical, strategic effort to enact a specific political vision. In conclusion, the legend of the Illuminati, while culturally fascinating, remains largely a myth in 2025. It persists as a powerful symbol of our anxieties about the modern world, offering simple narratives of hidden control that are amplified by social media. However, the true mechanisms of power and influence are rarely so secret. Real, significant change is driven by organized political movements, well-funded think tanks, and public policy initiatives like Project 2025. Understanding the difference between imagined conspiracies and documented political action is essential for any citizen wishing to navigate the complexities of the modern world.